Hi Pisces, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your January 2018 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising signs. So Pisces, Happy New Year. Let's see what the month has in store for you. I will have the decks that I'm using listed below. All right, Pisces, so at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is actually what I'm using as the overall energy for you guys for the month of January. So with the Hanged Man, there definitely could be some Pisceans that maybe you're waiting on something here. The Hanged Man can, of course, represent that temporary wait, that limbo period, but it is only temporary, so just know that. The Hanged Man can also be a voluntary energy, so there could be some Pisceans that maybe you're taking your time with something, definitely, or maybe you're taking a step back from something, wanting to look at the larger picture. There could be some Pisceans that you're definitely gaining some sort of enlightenment or maybe a different perspective here in January when it comes to something. What's interesting is right at the center, we do have Temperance crossed by the King of Swords. So Temperance is another patient energy. So for some Pisceans, maybe right at the start of January, you definitely could be waiting on something here. This is a lot of patient energy. Temperance is all about patience and moderation. So things could definitely be happening on divine time. For some of you, you can be dealing with some divine timing. Now, with this King of Swords here, this is an interesting King of Swords illustration here. So there could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra person around you, maybe a male that's significant. He also could be someone who works within like the justice system. He can be an attorney, something like that. Maybe you're waiting on news from your attorney. With Temperance, it's also a healing energy. So there even could be some Pisceans that maybe, you know, this ear sign is significant. Maybe you're contemplating making up with an ear sign if this was a significant other, something like that. Because with that Hanged Man energy, it can always be voluntary. And with Temperance, this is all about doing something slowly or something coming together gradually. So, you know, it can be different for all of you. This could be a character that's significant. And some of you could have even maybe cut someone out of your life with the King of Swords. And with Temperance, you could be healing emotionally, feeling more stable, more balanced here at the start of the month because maybe you use the sword here. Excuse me. At your foundation, we do have the Two of Wands. So at your foundation, this is, you know, energy that has kind of brought you to this energy that you're dealing with right at the start of the month. Two of Wands could have been you making a decision. So some of you could have made a very significant decision here. And now maybe you're healing from that, or maybe you feel more stable or more balanced because of that. With the Two of Wands, this was you planning for the future though, very focused on the future, maybe getting ready to walk down some sort of new path. And then in the more recent past, we do have this King of Pentacles. So you have a couple of kings here with the King of Swords, now the King of Pentacles. So this could have been a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person that was significant in the recent past. For some of you, it also could be financially related. Maybe you're waiting on a boss, or you could be waiting on something to come through. Maybe it's a new job or a raise or a promotion. And I say that because we have the Ace of Pentacles crowning you. So this is what's on your mind. For some of you, maybe this is what you're waiting on. And it could be that settlement. It could be that promotion. It could be a new job. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is a solid new beginning, a blessing that's coming in for you, and it's something that you're going to value. So it definitely could be a lump sum of money or a bonus, a raise of some kind, a new job, a new home. If this is your attorney, you know, maybe you have a lawsuit pending, something like that, so you're waiting on a settlement, something like that here. Now, what's interesting is coming up in the near future, I do have the Queen of Swords. So we do have a couple here. And, you know, it's very interesting, King and Queen of Swords here. It's almost like they both kind of chopped each other's head off, or someone's. Very interesting. So we do have a couple. So for some of you that I'm reading for, this definitely could be, you know, something involving your partner. Maybe you and your partner are moving house. It could be something like that with the Ace of Pentacles crowning you. Maybe you and your partner are waiting on a decision. This also could be a business partner because we have the Two of Wands at your foundation. But with the Queen of Swords, you know, coming up in the near future, this can be your energy. This is that very logical energy. Some of you could be, you know, really focused on the future again here, making those plans, you know, paying attention to the details, getting organized. I always see the Queen of Swords as someone who's very, very organized. She's someone who knows exactly what she wants. She's taken her emotions out of something. So there definitely could be some Pisceans that this is your energy coming up around the second week. And if you have a decision that you have to make in the position of your power, I do have the Lovers card. So there definitely could be some Pisces that you're making a very important decision around the second, third week. With the Lovers card, a choice, a decision could be significant. Now, because we have two kings here, for some of you, this could be on the love front. This could be like a love triangle situation. And with the Queen of Swords energy, you could be making a cut here. So making a decision and severing ties maybe with one of these kings, that could be a possibility. And if you were a Pisces that was waiting on a decision, you could be receiving a decision at this time as well. Maybe a Gemini is significant for some of you. Now, in the position of how those around you are viewing you, this is quite interesting. The Five of Wands. This is how those around you are viewing you. So if this is like a love triangle situation or even a business situation, someone around you, or even maybe several people around you, Pisces, could be viewing you as their competition. With the Five of Wands in this position, that's not automatically negative for you. It could be negative for someone else because they might view you as their competition. With the Five of Wands here in this position, I'm not really feeling that you're feeling challenged. I mean, maybe some of you have this little bit of a weight here, or something could be happening slowly, but, you know, I'm not really feeling that you're challenged. I feel like maybe there's people around you that are viewing you as their competition. Or maybe you could be clashing with someone with the Five of Wands. It might be petty stuff. You not seeing eye to eye with someone or disagreeing with someone, something like that. Could be your partner, could be business partner. In the hopes and fears, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So maybe fearing having to wait any longer because this person here is working very hard. They're planting those seeds, but then they have to wait for those seeds to sprout. So I think that some of you, this is you fearing having to maybe wait any longer, you know, for your hard work, your efforts to, you know, maybe manifest what it is that you're in the process of manifesting. And then energy that you're actually leaving the month of January with and going into February, we have the Emperor, which for me is an empowering energy. So some of you might be taking back your power at this time. You might feel empowered at this time. For some of you, this is definitely your energy, feeling like you're the boss. If this was like a job promotion and maybe you were trying to be the boss, you know, that could be coming through here right at the end of the month. The Emperor is a 4, and 4s speak about your foundation, your security, your stability. So if this is a settlement or a job or a home, with the Emperor here in this position, some of you might feel very secure at this time, very stable at this time. Of course, the Emperor, for other Pisceans, is a general reading. This obviously could be a character. This could be your boss that's significant. This could be your significant other that's significant. I often see the Emperor as a business owner, an older gentleman, someone who is very wise, someone who has a lot of life experience. He also can be a father. He can be a married man or someone who was married. So maybe there's a character here that's significant for other Pisceans. Let me do some clarifying. Let's see, what do we want to look at? Let's take a look at this Five of Wands. All right, clarifying the Five of Wands for Pisces right around the third week. Clarifying this Five of Wands for Pisces. Two of Cups, Death, and the High Priestess. Very interesting. So we have the Two of Cups, Death, and the High Priestess. The Two of Cups and the High Priestess are both twos. You have the Two of Wands at your foundation. We have the Lover's card here. So for some of you, it's definitely a partnership of some kind that's significant. With the High Priestess, there could have been secrets. You could be finding something out. Something could be coming to light. You could be learning something here, Pisces, in the month of January. Now, maybe some of you were involved with Scorpio, with Death here. Some of you could be involved with a Scorpio. Could be a Scorpio that's acting or coming off as a King of Swords. That's a possibility. Because the King of Swords is in the challenge position. But Death is all about great change, transformation. So it can be something ending in your life, but it's making that room for something new to come in. So, you know, maybe some of you ended a partnership, but maybe you are re-entering into a new partnership. That could be a possibility. You know, when it comes to any obviously significant changes that you're going through, listen to your intuition when it comes to this. You know, if you don't want to break up, this Five of Wands can be, you know, a petty energy. You know, you and maybe someone else misunderstanding, you know, each other, arguing over very small, insignificant things. So, you know, just take caution with that. I'm going to pull you an additional guidance card. This is the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards. Additional guidance for Pisces for January. What else does Pisces need to know? Interesting. Okay, and then I'm also this month, Pisces, pulling you an additional Romance Angel Oracle card. But over on Vimeo, I do have the January 2018 Love Tarot forecast posted. So if that's something that interests you, definitely check those out. All right, additional guidance for Pisces, focusing on love and relationship matters for January. Okay, very interesting. All right, so the additional guidance card that I have for you is Sever Vows of Poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Interesting. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. Which is quite interesting that it mentioned, you know, sacrificing, because we have the Hanged Man here as the overall energy, which can sometimes represent you feeling as though you're sacrificing something. or sacrificing yourself, your time, your energy. And then we have several vows of poverty. So, you know, if you've been struggling financially or struggling with anything in your life, you know, this card is asking you to sever those vows, to kind of get out of that mind frame. And with Temperance here, I think some of you are doing that because you're definitely more balanced here. So I feel like the energy is balancing out for you and becoming more stable. So, you know, that's very interesting. And then the Romance Angel card that I have for you is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So, you know, I mentioned that if a partnership ended, you know, it's just making room for that new person to come in. So some of you could be getting to know someone definitely here in January. Maybe a relationship is just beginning, or with Death here, you know, maybe a relationship is transforming. Maybe you were just friends, or maybe you were just dating, and the whole relationship could be transforming for the better. Death is not a negative card by any means. It's speaking about great change. And with getting to know each other, some of you could be getting to know each other maybe on a much deeper emotional level. And Temperance, for me, when it comes up in regards to a relationship, is one of the best relationship cards for me. So, you know, some of you definitely could be getting to know someone here in January. And if you're already involved, maybe just, hey, taking it to that next level, maybe discussing what it is that you both want, you know, in the future. So Pisces, I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you're not subscribed to me here on YouTube, please do subscribe. Over on Vimeo, I do have the January 2018 Love Tarot Forecast posted, so if that's something that interests you, definitely check those out. If you are interested in having a private reading with me, please head on over to northeasttarot.com. I do still have the 2018 Yearly Tarot Forecast up for sale. So I hope that you all have a wonderful month. Take care.